All right, guys, we are on number 16. Anyway, y'all, we're number 16. I know this is going to be about a page and about a quarter. 2 pages and a quarter, I mean. Oh, shit. Yeah, 2 pages and a quarter. Anyway, so, and numbers 15, what stood out? Well, the people were diverse. It just stood out to me because God was giving a demand to Moses to give to the people of Israel, but he kept giving also a policy for the people that sojourneth with you, like just random people. Like, just again, this is, if you think about life, when you're on a journey, you might run into people that just see a big crowd of people and scavenge at the end of the yeah. I don't know if there was any policing at this time, but of course, there's probably some stragglers, some kind Israeli people feeding the gypsies or feeding the nomads that they were coming across as they were traveling. So I just found that to be very interesting. That there's that. So, I mean, it has to be what was really going on for them to have to put this in the Bible. People that sojourneth with you, it's interesting. Anyway, we're on 16. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel. So they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. So these were like important people of the tribes. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then lift you up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord? And when Moses heard this, he fell upon his face, and he spoke unto Korah. So Korah is the leader of this little revolutionary army. And Korah and unto all his company, saying, Even tomorrow the Lord will show you unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show you who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him who he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. So the Lord is going to show who are all his. So he's kind of probably going to cleanse, he's probably going to punish these people. So this do take you censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi. And Moses said unto Korah, Hear I pray, ye sons of Levi, seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the God of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of Israel? Oh wow, so the sons of Levi have been separated. They're kind of trying to stage a coup or some sort of a revolt, to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. And he hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek ye the priesthood also, for which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord? And what is Aaron that ye murmur against him? Because the Levites came from Aaron, right? Because Aaron was like in charge. So, and Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, and the sons of Eliab, which said, We will not come up. It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that floweth with milk and honey. Or is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over us? So they're doubting. Right, here's just doubting. This is what they're doing. I mean, let's just disregard whether this is real or not. It's just what we're reading, like it's a novel or something. So moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that flows with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. So they don't trust us. Like, no, we don't trust you. Pretty much, they're not trusting Moses. So and Moses was very wroth, and said unto the Lord, Respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, Be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow, and take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring ye before the Lord every man his censer. 250 censers, thou also and Aaron, each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. With Moses and Aaron and Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. So God appears to them. So Korah, he seems to be one of the main guys. So, and the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. Oh man, so God he doesn't want nobody questioning him. And they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah. So separate yourself from, so God, he's really pissed off at Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spoke unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side, and Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents. So like, what's going on? And their wives, and their sons, and their little children. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own mind. So he's pretty much saying, like, I'm not crazy, if these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. So if something supernatural happens, then they have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground cleft asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were around about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. And there came out a fire from the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, and he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hollowed. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them bread plates for a covering of the tabernacle, for they offer them before the Lord. Therefore they are hollowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel. And Eleazar the priest took the brazen censers wherewith they that were burnt had offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar, to be a memorial unto the children of Israel, that no stranger which is not of the seed of Aaron come near to offer incense before the Lord, that he be not as Korah, and as his company, as the Lord said to him by the hand of Moses. But on the morrow all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses, and said, and against Aaron. So they're still so they say, ye have killed the people of the Lord. And it came to pass, when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the congregation, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. So God is just consuming everybody. And they fell upon their faces, and Moses said unto Aaron, take a censer, and put the fire thereon from off the altar, and put on incense, and go quickly unto the congregation, and make an atonement for them, for there is wrath gone out from the Lord, the plague is begun. And Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the congregation, and behold, the plague was begun among the people. And he put on incense, and made an atonement for the people, when he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. So Aaron took Moses' commandment, ran to the midst of the congregation, behold, the plague. Now they that died in the plague was 14,700. Oh shit. Besides them that died about the matter of Korah. And Aaron returned unto Moses unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the plague was stayed. And Aaron returned unto Moses unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the plague was stayed. They don't say what kind of plague. I guess consumed by fire. So, damn, he killed 14,700 people. Jesus. That's a massacre. 14,700 Israelis of Korah. are killed by a plague. I don't know if it's like a plague of fire. No, what the hell? Insane. Anyway, y'all, peace.